I'm going to review exactly what feminine energy really means from the purview of a grown, mature, experienced woman who struggled immensely with balancing my own feminine and masculine energy through my marriage, through being a single mom, a career mom, and dating, and now in my current relationship. I want to share exactly how I've been able to find that balance to make it work for me, as well as my clients who have also struggled with that masculine and feminine energy imbalance. In this video, you're going to learn exactly what feminine energy and masculine energy, what does that stuff mean? Because I've seen so many videos. I know you guys have seen a million videos on feminine energy as well, but I've seen so many videos that are not conveying the actual truth of what feminine energy means, especially for the mature woman. I'm talking about the experienced woman. I'm talking about the woman that's over 35, 40, the single mom, the career woman. Now, this video is number one in my 7 day series. Yes, y'all, I'm doing a video for 7 days, or if you're listening on my podcast, we will have a podcast episode for 7 days in a row because I really want to educate everybody correctly, man and woman and child. I saw a post from a man about, hey, I love my girlfriend because she is so feminine, right? And he described her using these 5 words, and I'm about to tell you these 5 words. I'm reading them off my paper. He called her sweet, agreeable. She never criticizes. She's fragile and she's innocent. I couldn't tell if he was talking about his woman or a golden retriever puppy. When I saw that, I damn near fell out my chair. Y'all, that is not what femininity is. And that's why I said, let me educate everybody. If not, you guys are going to be doing a whole lot of things that don't align with who you are. You're going to be wasting your time. You're going to be living a lie. You're going to be living a life that you didn't even sign up to live. You're going to be in a relationship feeling fake, feeling phony, and not even feeling like yourself. Because if that's what feminine energy is, y'all, then I would have never gotten a man ever. Feminine energy is being yourself, is loving yourself, is honoring yourself, is showing up as yourself, but doing it in such a way to where you dig deep into using your feminine power. What feminine energy is not is learning how to be fake and phony. If you love hockey, if you love football, then why would you try to suppress your passions just because you don't think that those are feminine sports? Do not suppress who you really are to appease somebody else. Ultimately, you know who you're going to resent? Yourself. Anybody can keep up a facade for 1, 2, 3 months. Past month three, there's no way anybody can keep up a facade. The real you will start to come out, and then you're going to keep suppressing and suppressing to the point that you get to resentment and even anger. A person that's always trying to be agreeable, a person that never criticizes, this little golden retriever, little mixed little baby puppy that he's describing, somebody who constantly suppresses who they are and how they feel will eventually blow up on everybody. And when they blow up, it is not pretty. If I could summarize what feminine energy is in one word, y'all, I'm going to use the word curious. Being curious about yourself, being curious about the people around you, not being self centered, not being the loudest person in the room, not being, oh my gosh, I have to always be perfect. I have to be this perfect person. I have to look perfect. I have to dress perfect. My hair has to be perfect. Everything has to. No, that is not what feminine energy is. I have to wear tight dresses. I have to wear high heels. My makeup has to be done. That no. Okay, you want to look like a lady, you want to be ladylike, that's different. But that's not what this video is about. Okay. Feminine energy has not a damn thing to do with you looking like a lady. Now, are men, if you're a woman, are men visual creatures? Absolutely. But do you need to be a lady in order to have feminine energy? No. Feminine energy is learning more about yourself. I think so many of us, we get in these relationships and we don't even know who we are. So we take on the interests of our partners. And then you find out that's not even me. It's asking questions, and it's not over talking people. It's not oversharing. It's not, I'm an open book. Let me read chapter 1 through 35 to you. That is not feminine energy at all. Feminine energy is seeking to understand. Be curious about understanding where somebody's coming from. It's listening, learning when and how to communicate, when and how to voice your opinion. Because I'll tell you what, every action does not deserve a response from you. That I had to learn a long time ago. I used to always have to speak and say, "Oh, I have to say this. I have to address this. I have to address that." And I'm not going to sit here and tell you that that desire completely went away from me. No, that'd be bullshit if I sat here and told you that it went. No, I do speak up for myself and I speak up for those who can't speak up for themselves. That is how I have always been. But when I'm talking about, let's say that you're on a date or you're in a relationship and somebody, your partner or the person you're on a date with, does something that you're not feeling, or they may even be disrespectful in any way to you that you deem as disrespect, you don't have to respond verbally. You can remove yourself from the situation, from the room. You can remove yourself from the date and you can say, you know what? I had a great evening. You take care of yourself. That is exuding feminine energy. It's self control, it's regulating your emotions, it's putting you, your feelings, your emotions, your thoughts before other people. It's taking care of self. Because you know what? If you don't take care of yourself, nobody else is going to come and rescue you. You can't pour into other people. You can't exude that feminine power, being the nurturer, the influencer, the caregiver, the kind hearted soul that you were meant to be. You can't be any of those things if your own cup, your soul, your spirit is empty. People say, well, no, that's selfish. Taking care of myself before other people, that's selfish. No, the hell it's not. What they tell you when an airplane, you have to use the oxygen mask. They tell you to put your oxygen mask on first before you put on a little kid's oxygen mask, right? You have to take care of yourself because if you don't, nobody around you is going to be okay until you're okay. That's practicing feminine energy. Feminine energy is not dimming your light so that others can shine. You're a motivator, you're an encourager. We can do this together. We can motivate each other to do better together. That is digging into what real feminine energy is. It's about connecting with others. No human is meant to live in isolation. Feminine energy brings people together. Feminine energy is also not putting people down so that you can elevate yourself. It's not belittling men. It's not making fun of men. You know, we're not, that is not our role as being in our feminine energy. We are uplifting our men. We are loving our men. We are supporting our men because that's the power of a woman. That's the power of you. But if you want to get to the core and the soul and the spirit of a masculine man, you have got to exude and embrace your feminine energy. Bottom line, if your relationships are off, if you know there's an imbalance in your relationship, you always have to start with yourself. It is learning what it is because you cannot improve what you don't even know. One has to show up as masculine, one has to be feminine in order for you to have sexual chemistry. Don't we all want to have good sex? I mean, maybe sometimes not me because I have 3 children and they listen to my show. So according to them, I live in a convent. But there has to be polarity. If not, you guys are going to end up being buddy. That is why you should care. And if you've been single a very long time, and I was single a very long time, I was single for after my divorce, I was single for 8 years, went on a few hundred dates, and I could not for the life of me figure out what in the hell I was doing wrong. And I realized it was because every date I went on, I brought my dick. And that's why my book is called Ladies Leave Your Dick at Home. If you are struggling with attracting a relationship and you cannot figure out why you are repelling everybody who's trying to come at you, it could be a few things. But in this series, we're talking about feminine energy. In my next series, I will talk about attachment styles. And then a series after that, I'm going to talk about the community. Ooh, I got so much to say on communication. These are typically the 3 blocks that are keeping you single a long time or is keeping your relationship from being fulfilled and fully healthy and happy. So tomorrow I want to talk to the men. Ladies, if you have men out there who truly don't understand what it means to be feminine and what it means to be masculine, y'all have them tune in because I want to talk directly to them so they can understand why should they care because they should.